It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Vikings and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
So here are the Browns now with great starting field position.
And getting the nod here in the preseason, big opportunity for their rookie quarterback.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there.
On the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players and one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now McCarthy.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Vikings.
They run for the first time here with Rashad White.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, here's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down. To the air with McCarthy.
It's caught. This is White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team. But a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start. And now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
In motion, the tight end. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Here's McCarthy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Well, this is caught by Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. On play action, now McCarthy.
On the left side, a catch by White. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Throwing is McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll go up the middle with White. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They keep it on the ground. White again.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side with White. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
2nd and 14. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson from 21 yards away.
And the Vikings had 6 to their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Moore, the man in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right.
2nd and 11. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a first carry here for their running back. 1 yard is the gain, and it'll give the Browns a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The tight end in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down, and he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And his throw here is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Back to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground with White. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Pickett.
Being chased out left. Able to get away. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And O'Connell now to throw.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the first carry here for their running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
To the sideline and incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Pickett.
That escapes the sack. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Pickett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the